Welcome to the Mindful Man Project, where we discuss issues, wins, losses, and learnings of men today. We leave no stone unturned, no avenue unexplored. For the time is now for men across the globe to take stock, to know who they are, to stand in their power, to guide those men coming behind us into the future. Creating a world that our children and our children's children will thrive and flourish, as we have done the work before them. I'm your host, Tyson Venables. Welcome. Hey guys, on today's episode is me. I'm doing one of my first monologue podcasts. I'm excited to get amongst it and just bring you a little bit of my thoughts and feelings. What I want to talk about today is the meditation practice and practice of meditation and how a lot of people put it in the too hard basket. And what I've found when we meditate regularly, it's just like you when you're going to the gym. If you think about when you go to the gym or when you've started a new skill, it's never easy. You go to the gym and you might do one rep of a pull-up or one rep of a bicep curl and your arms are shaking and you're shaking like a leaf and you feel all kind of weird physiological things going on in your body. And then you sit down to meditate and your mind starts racing. The mind is all over the place. You can't think of what you're trying to do and it gets difficult. It's no different to trying to do that bicep curl or that pull-up. But you go to the gym the next day and you do 2 pull-ups or you do 2 bicep curls. And soon by the end of the week, you might be doing 10 bicep curls or 10 pull-ups. And you look back at the start of the week and you're like, what? I did I was on the start of the week, I was doing 1 pull-up and now I'm doing 10. That's the same thing with meditation. Each time you sit down, each time you drop in, it's a chance for you to bring yourself back. Do a rep. If you find that your mind is wandering off, bring yourself back to something. Bring yourself back to the breath. Bring yourself back to a word, a sound, whatever it might be. Giving your mind an anchor point to come back to. Now, whilst thoughts aren't a bad thing, it's your mind going through and processing everything that you've got on your mind. So acknowledging them and allowing them just to be there and just bring yourself back without giving any kind of judgment. So when we do this, we're able to then allow the mind to unstress, to defragment itself and put everything back in place where it needs to be. And then when you open your eyes, if there's something that was playing out on your meditation, maybe writing it down in a journal, having a meditation journal, that you can then write down these thoughts, worries, desires. And if they keep coming up, you might be able to action them or really sit on them and contemplate whether they actually hold any weight, whether you need to just let them go, whether you need to get help with them, or whatever it might be. At the end of the day, the more you do your meditation, practice makes perfect, or practice kind of makes perfect. Nothing's ever perfect. There's always room for improvement. And one thing that you should really consider when you go to the gym or when you start something new, did you have a coach? Did you have a personal trainer? That was someone that was by your side teaching you along the way, teaching you how to do a bicep curl, teaching you how to do a pull-up, teaching you how to do a snatch or how to run properly, how to sing properly, how to play guitar. You were likely to have had a teacher along the way showing you the way. Meditation shouldn't be any different this way. Meditation, you need a teacher. You're going to need somebody to reflect things on with, to bounce ideas. Hey, this has been coming up. What do you think? I'm struggling in this way. What do you think? Is there somewhere else that I could be looking at. My technique feels a little off. How can I work that? Because each time we come back and we have someone who is more experienced in these fields, we grow a little. We grow a little in knowledge, our understanding of what we're about, and the process becomes a little easier. So if you've been kind of sitting on a fence and wondering whether you should meditate or whether you're someone who's tagged meditation as it doesn't work, have a second thought and think whether you actually have ever worked with someone or whether you've put enough reps in to actually see the benefits of it. And the benefits don't occur with your eyes closed. Sure, some do. But the eyes open experience, when you're not meditating and you're moving through life, these are the experiences that we do meditate for. What we're looking for. When we're eyes open and moving through our day and things aren't fazing us, or we're faced with certain stresses on our life or decisions that we need to make, and we need to make it from a critical point. Meditation allows us to make those critical decisions from a place of knowing. It takes the fear out of it, takes the anxiety out of it, and allows you to think clearly through that thought process that takes place. If any of this resonates with you and you feel like you need a meditation guidance, a coach, someone to bounce ideas off, I'm always here for that. Meditation has such a big impact in my life. I want to help as many people as I can to access that. That's one of the reasons why we created Flow States Collective, to allow people to access states of flow in all types of things that they do. So, thank you for listening today. Just a short one. Well, that brings us to the end of today's show. If you like what you heard and want to get all the info, check out the show notes. While you're there, rate and review the show. And one last thing, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the upcoming episodes. Until next time, my friends, continue to look out for each other and continue to lift each other up. Goodbye.